welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics Let's Play Part 30... What part are we on? 36? Yep. We're off to still off to Zeltenia Castle, with our next destination being Berevenia Free City. Now, I've done a bit of level grinding since we've last seen our team. The good thing is, not so much for the levels themselves, but for job points, so I can unlock a couple of skills. As well as the fact that with Ramza being in his 40s at the start of the chapter, random fights with humans NPCs in them, with human enemies in them, happen to have some new equipment that's not currently available in stores, that I spent a little bit of time stealing to equip my team with. Also, I forgot at this fight that it's 3/1, so that's how that fight goes. At least two squad parts. Whatever. I forgot something about that fight. But anyway, here we are in Berevenia Free City. What will we find there? More Nansen? Ooh, who's this? It's Melidia Doll. She came to avenge her brother. Avenge your brother? What are you talking about? You're denying it! Islud, whom you killed at Rio Veins, was my brother! I'm going to kill you, not for the High Priest, but for my brother! Conditions for winning. Defeat Meliadol. Yep, it's another sibling. It's like everybody in this entire game has some sort of sibling, except for Ovalia and Olin. Those are like the only single children we ever encounter. But anyway, there's Melodial. She's got a skill called Mighty Sword. If I can get to it. There we are. Its secrets penetrate even through the enemy's equipments. Basically, Melidia Jewel is the most irritating... She has the potential to be the most irritating person to fight in the entire game. Especially for people who have rare equipment on, such as Gelki with her beret. Because Melidia Duel's special attacks, she's a knight, just like all the other knights, so she has ranged attacks, like the other holy knights. But every single one of her attacks also breaks equipment. So, for people like Ramza, who has no equipment, he's actually immune to her. For everybody else, they lose their chosen ability, and everybody gains maintenance. Also notice that York has a thief hat, which raises speed by 2. So now he has a speed of 7. But yep, everybody has maintenance on. In addition, Gellis has Blade Grasp. Gellis is basically immune to anything Melidia could do to her, which is actually kind of hilarious. So really, the only threat from this fight are the summoners, the ninja, and the archers. Basically everybody else except for the boss herself. Of course, if this is your first time playing, you may not know that this fight is coming, and might kind of get yourself wrecked in the face. Which is horrifically painful if you've given your character a beret, which you can't normally get through, which you can't buy, so you have to go through some hoops if you ever want to get another one. Or you can just dupe it in, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, with everybody having maintenance, this fight is actually really easy. Just deal with everybody as you normally would. Let's see. Now the gun can reach across, but I have to make sure I count right. I do the correct number of spaces. 3. There we go. Because if at all possible, since nobody has catch, I don't want that ninja to wreck faces. Lydia, of course, will retreat because she can't do jack. At all. Period. So I have no problem whatsoever moving Gellis up. Gellis herself has a skill called Blade Grasp. Blade Grasp is a samurai ability that makes pretty much every physical attack other than bows and guns completely worthless against that particular person. Because Blade Grasp means that you will miss about 92% of the time, I think it is, that you miss with the person that has Blade Grasp. Basically, it's hard to see because the enemy goes because the screen vanishes so fast. But people have like an 8% chance to physically attack Gillis. So she's a walking invulnerability field. So now that York has a higher speed, we can use him without fear. Or rather, he gets more turns. Now it's just a matter of figuring out levels. I have almost all the basic calculator skills. I'm just missing one crucial number, and that is the number 4, which everybody seems to have levels that are multiples of. So we'll go with... Oh wait, I don't have prime number yet. So we still just gonna go with 5 and 3. I did pick up experience, so if their experience is a multiple of any number, it'll work there too. Now I'm just checking out what numbers hit what. So hey, might as well haste everybody. This is technically no worse than if a time mage had done it themselves. And primarily hoping to just get Gillis and Gelki with it. And of course it misses Gelki, but that's okay. Why is it okay? Because Rums is a mime. Notice how it doesn't retarget York because his experience level is no longer a multiple of 3. But with that all done, let's check a shuriken at this ninja. And then the physical threat and the damage of physical and the threat of physical damage is dead. Probably gonna lose Zach, but Zach's kinda superfluous a little bit, tiny bit. Unfortunately, you can outcalculate Zodiac spells, summoning spells, which I guess is okay because otherwise it would be really, really overpowered. But all the same. I'm actually going to completely ignore Melidiadul and get rid of everybody else because I want to steal her sword because I can't buy it yet, and I want to steal her accessory, which grants infinite re-raise, infinite regen, which is absolutely useful. Meanwhile, let's punch the summoner. I hate summoners. I hate enemy summoners. Now Gelki starts to get revenge for all those times when she was a thief or a Kim. Oh wait, she was never a Kibbis. For all the times that Gelki just couldn't do jack. All the times Gelki just wasn't in chapter 1. And see, Gillis just caught it. She caught the sword. Level 35, prime number for experience. We'll go with level. Let's make sure it doesn't hit anybody else. And there you go. You can safely res. I don't know what we would have done if I couldn't safely res, but thankfully that didn't happen. The unnecessary mimic. Because of course Zach's already up. Oh yeah, celebrate while you can, Maria. It will be short-lived. Wahahaha. Well, Robs is almost dead, but he has an experience level that's a multiple of 5, so it's pretty easy for him to res him if I need to. Oh, but check this out. Gelki's ridiculous movement rate, coupled with the fact that she does just about 250 damage, means Gelki can just pretty much almost one-shot everything on the map, which is so great. I love it so much. So while Gelki deals with the other archer, we'll prep the... Oh! Ramza can mimic breaks. Good to know. We'll prep... We'll prep Melidial for her bout with stealing. So I'm gonna get those swords. That sword. And I'm gonna get that perfume. You may wonder, Kristen, you don't even have anybody that can equip that sword. Well, I do have Agrius, who I am using in my random battles just so I don't overlevel my own team that badly. And Agrius needs gear. Kinda badly. Sadly, I forgot that York's existed for this fight. I mean, Zach's existed for this fight. He spent most of it dead, and then he spent another bit of it just not doing anything. So, good job. Now, because Ramza has no armor whatsoever, enemies will always target him if they can. It's a little quirk of the AI. Let's deal with this other archer, who has been hit with Don't Act, so that archer is completely useless. Okay, so I want the accessory and I want the defender, and she does have a shield on. Because that accessory, of course, does re-raise and regen, which is great for people like... It can only be used on women, so it's great for Gellis or Gelki. Particularly Gelki, because Gelki has a tendency to, well, die at the drop of a hat. She's an extremely fast, extremely deadly, but she's a glass cannon. She has, like, no health whatsoever. Alright, we got a level of 35. That's all that really matters. Yep. It doesn't matter if it hits Gellis, because Gellis is in position to keep doing breaks. It only matters that it hits Meliadul and that it does not hit Gelki, so I can get Gelki into position. Wait, and just in case any of that didn't hit, we mimic it. Poor Zach. He's been killed. The only thing he's done is shot his gun once, and then he died, and then he got don't moved. And then Gelki took out, what, 3 people on her own? Wait, Islud! I didn't kill him! Do you know what happened at Real Veins? That wasn't the doing of any human. Islud was killed by Lucavi. Lucavi? Lucavi appeared and killed my brother? Ha! That's a pretty wild. Can't you come up with a better idea than that? You're the same as Islud. You don't know the truth. You don't realize you're just pathetic puppets dancing for the bad guys. The stones aren't just objects of faith, but have power to work miracles. That power is different for each side, but they're using it for evil. Wake up, Meludial. Vormath's deceiving you! You expect me to believe that? Ridiculous! Vormath is our father! What? Yep. Meliadul is Vormath's daughter. Which means she's also a Holy Knight. Not that that matters. You're gonna miss that, but you can't miss both. Haha. Now she can't accidentally kill Ramza while we're trying to steal all her clothes off her body. Which is really the whole crux of that. Just because I don't want her to still accidentally kill Ramza, I'm gonna heal him. Poor Zach. He can't even do his healing anymore. York could do everything. He could do his time magic. He could do raising white magic. He could do black magic and oracle magic. Zach could just talk to people. That's it. And whatever York does, it's mimicked by Ramza for double the effect. Enough of that. Let's start stealing Chuck. Bam! Who needs another thief when you have a ninja? I mean, when you have a mimic to mimic everything. Yeah, Zach's still there doing nothing. Now let's grab her sword, which will render her absolutely useless. And now Agrius has a new weapon. And with that, we can finish up this battle. Let's see. I don't care about the helm or the armor, so let's see. Let's just go ahead and finish this. She is level 36, which is a multiple of 3. And that hits just her and Gelki. Now, the only bad thing about York being a calculator is that York has bad compatibility with Gelki. Of course, the good thing about that is that I can freely do this. And Gelki will take less damage. Unfortunately for us, she does not have bad compatibility with Ramza. It looks like they're both neutral to him. But hey, it did kill her outright, which is all that's important. And now it's Ramza's turn. And that should about do it. Easy peasy, lemon breezy. Ugh, you're strong. No wonder Wygrove lost. Listen, the next time we meet is the day you die. Remember that! And Milidia Duel is out of the way. And we've won. And we've got some shiny armor to make talk for it. Oh, well, we've got a shiny accessory. Shiny accessory and a shiny sword. And 19,000 gil. And a jade armlet. And 2 remedies. But we're just getting loaded after this fight, aren't we? But yep, that's it for part 36. We've got one more stop on our way to Zeltenia Castle, which is Finnith River. For now, I'll see you guys next time.